Buckle up, history buffs and truth seekers. The Great Pyramid of Giza, a towering marvel of the ancient world, has stood for nearly 5,000 years, cloaking secrets that could rewrite everything we think we know about human history. We've been told Pharaoh Khufu built this colossal wonder as his tomb, crafted by thousands wielding primitive tools in a mere 20 years. But what if that's a convenient story, hiding a truth far stranger and more profound? Tonight, we're ripping open the enigma, exposing evidence of precision stonework, hidden chambers, and ancient knowledge that defies explanation. From the iron grip of Egypt's archaeological gatekeepers to clues of a lost civilization, prepared to question everything. The pyramids aren't just tombs, they might be the key to a cover-up stretching back millennia. Get ready for a journey that will challenge history itself. Picture the scene, the scorching sands of Giza, where the Great Pyramid rises like a geometric giant, a testament to ancient Egypt's glory. For centuries, we've been fed a tidy tale. Around 2550 BC, Pharaoh Khufu commissioned this wonder as his eternal resting place. Thousands of workers, armed with copper chisels, ropes, and raw grit, supposedly dragged massive stones into place over 2 decades. It's a story of human triumph, a monument to ambition. But lean in closer, and the cracks begin to show. Where's the evidence tying Khufu to this masterpiece? Ancient Egyptians were meticulous record keepers, documenting harvests, rituals, and royal deeds in vivid detail. Yet, no clear inscriptions from Khufu's time proclaim, "I built this." Faint marks found in hidden chambers, discovered centuries later, are dubious at best. Graffiti doesn't prove ownership. I've dug into this, and it's baffling. A civilization that carved its legacy in stone left no definitive blueprint for its greatest achievement. Worse, the tomb theory crumbles under scrutiny. Royal burials brimmed with treasures, golden masks, jeweled artifacts, and inscriptions singing the pharaoh's praises. Inside the Great Pyramid? Nothing. No body, no riches, no hieroglyphs honoring Khufu. I'm struck by this emptiness. It's like calling a bare warehouse a king's palace. Could this structure have served a purpose beyond a grave, something grander and more mysterious? My take: we've been sold a simplified story, and the truth lies buried deeper. The absence of evidence isn't just a gap, it's a screaming clue that history's been misread. Let's keep peeling back the layers. Now, step inside the Great Pyramid, and the mystery explodes. This isn't just a pile of stones, it's a marvel of precision that stuns modern engineers. The structure aligns with true north within fractions of a degree, a feat we'd struggle to match without GPS. Massive granite blocks, some weighing 80 tons, sit perfectly flush, cut with a precision that hints at advanced techniques. Engineer Christopher Dunn, a sharp mind in this field, studied these stones and found drill marks and cuts so exact, copper chisels would have shattered in hours. I've pondered this endlessly. Modern tests with similar tools barely dent granite after days of grueling work. How did they do it? Then there's the lighting conundrum. Narrow passages and chambers snake through the pyramid, yet no soot or scorch marks stain the walls. Torches or oil lamps would have left black residue, but these surfaces are pristine. I'm convinced this points to something extraordinary, perhaps a lost lighting method, maybe even a technology we can't yet fathom. My gut tells me the builders wielded knowledge far beyond what we credit them for. These aren't the clumsy efforts of primitive hands, this is craftsmanship that screams sophistication. The official story of ropes and rollers feels like a flimsy guess, and I'm betting the real methods were mind-blowingly advanced. Let's dive deeper into the shadows. Venture further, and the Great Pyramid's secrets multiply. In the 1990s, German engineer Rudolf Gantenbrink sent a robotic camera crawling through the Queen's Chamber's narrow shafts, tight tunnels dismissed as symbolic. What he found jolted the world: a limestone door with copper handles, sealed tight, hinting at something precious beyond. Dubbed Gantenbrink's door, it promised answers, but Egyptian authorities halted the mission abruptly. Why? In 2002, National Geographic drilled through, only to find another slab blocking the way, still unopened today. I'm frustrated by this. What's so sensitive that global researchers are denied access? Then, in 2017, muon radiography, using cosmic rays to peer inside, revealed a bombshell, a vast, hidden void above the Grand Gallery, rivaling the known chambers in size. No entrance, no clear purpose, and yet, exploration requests are shot down, citing safety or preservation. I call nonsense on that. These blocks and chambers whisper of intent, maybe storage, maybe ritual, maybe technology we've lost. My theory? The pyramid's a puzzle, and someone's hiding the pieces. The reluctance to probe feels less like caution and more like control. Something big lies behind those stones, and I'm itching to know what. The trail's heating up, let's follow it. Deep in this saga stands Dr. Zahi Hawass, Egypt's archaeological titan. Charismatic and commanding, he's ruled over digs, permits, and discoveries for decades, as Secretary General of the Supreme Council of Antiquities and Minister of Antiquities. He's boosted Egypt's heritage, bringing its wonders to the world stage. But there's a shadow here. Hawass has a reputation for shutting down independent research, especially theories challenging the Khufu tomb narrative. He's clashed publicly, dismissing alternative ideas as nonsense, tightly controlling what's excavated and revealed. I've wrestled with this. On one hand, he's guarding priceless relics from wild claims or damage, fair enough. But why block breakthroughs at critical moments, like Gantenbrink's door or the 2017 void? My suspicion, it's not just about heritage. Power, pride, or even fear of paradigm-shifting truths might drive this. Hawass has shaped what we see of Egypt, but what's he keeping out of sight? I believe his gatekeeping, however well-intended, stifles discovery. If there's nothing to hide, why the iron wall? The pyramids hold answers, and one man's grip shouldn't lock them away. We're pushing past this barrier, stay with me. Shift your gaze to the Great Sphinx, that enigmatic guardian of Giza. Mainstream history ties it to Pharaoh Khafre, around 2500 BC, a companion to the pyramids. But geologist Dr. Robert Schoch and researcher John Anthony West flipped that script. They studied the Sphinx's base, finding rounded, undulating erosion patterns, marks of heavy rainfall, not wind or sand. Here's the kicker, the Sahara hasn't seen torrential rain like that since the Ice Age ended, around 12,000 years ago. I'm captivated by this. It suggests the Sphinx stood long before Egypt's pharaohs, carved by an older people in a lush, green Giza. Imagine it, a forgotten civilization, sculpting a lion or god from natural rock, later reshaped by Egyptians. Schoch and West's evidence is rock solid, geologists back it, while Egyptologists dodge it. I think this resistance is stubbornness, maybe pride. A 12,000-year-old Sphinx rewrites history, pushing Egypt's roots into a distant, advanced past. My take? We're missing a chapter, perhaps a sophisticated society thrived here, leaving clues the desert buried. The Sphinx isn't just a statue, it's a time capsule, begging us to rethink everything. Let's chase this ancient thread further. The plot thickens with Robert Bauval's Orion correlation theory. Gaze at the Giza pyramids, and notice something uncanny. Their layout mirrors the stars of Orion's belt, a constellation tied to Osiris, god of rebirth. But here's the twist, Bauval found this alignment matches Orion's position not in 2550 BC, but around 10,500 BC. I'm floored by this precision. Egyptians revered Orion, yet this suggests builders with stellar knowledge planned Giza millennia before Khufu. Coincidence? I doubt it. This hints at a people with advanced astronomy, encoding cosmic meaning into stone. I've crunched the odds, random chance doesn't cut it. My belief, this was deliberate, a monument to the heavens, built by architects history forgot. Maybe Egyptians inherited this design, adapting it later. The stars don't lie, and neither does this pattern. It's a celestial fingerprint, pointing to a civilization with skills we've barely grasped. What drove them to align earth and sky so perfectly? I'm convinced we're on the edge of a revelation. The deeper we dig, the wilder this gets. Let's keep going. Now, let's tackle the big question: how did they build this? Mainstream history says workers hauled 80-ton granite blocks 500 miles from quarries, using ropes and sleds, no wheels, no cranes. I've thought hard about this, and it's absurd. Moving stones that heavy today demands trucks, cranes, and planning, yet we're told ancient hands did it with less. Engineer Christopher Dunn's findings fuel my skepticism. Drill holes and cuts in granite scream machinery, not chisels. Copper tools would have buckled, modern ones barely cope. I'm leaning toward a bold idea: advanced technology, or a lost civilization. Look at sites like Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, 12,000-year-old temples with intricate carvings, predating Egypt. Graham Hancock argues a global, advanced culture existed, lost to catastrophe, passing scraps of wisdom to Egypt. The Osirian at Abydos and Saqqara's granite boxes show precision we can't replicate easily. I believe Egyptians didn't start from scratch, they built on a legacy. Maybe tools, knowledge, or even power sources we've forgotten shaped the pyramids. This isn't fantasy, it's a pattern of clues. History's hiding a giant, let's unearth it. Why does mainstream archaeology cling to the old story? I've wrestled with this, and it's complex. Accepting a pre-Egyptian civilization upends textbooks, careers, and national pride. Egypt's identity is tied to the pharaohs, suggesting the pyramids or Sphinx predate them challenges that legacy. Dr. Zahi Hawass and others guard this narrative fiercely, dismissing water erosion, Orion alignments, and advanced tooling as fringe. But evidence piles up: geology, astronomy, engineering. I see fear here, fear of change, of admitting we got it wrong. This resistance costs us. Sealed doors, unprobed voids, and silenced theories block truth. I'm frustrated. Imagine finding a machine, a map, or proof of a lost people beneath Giza. It'd reshape humanity's story, showing ancestors with genius we've lost. My view: caution's fine, but secrecy stifles. If nothing's hidden, open the chambers. The pyramid's a vault of knowledge, and we deserve the key. We're at a crossroads: will we embrace the unknown, or let gatekeepers bury it? I say we push forward, fearless. Here we stand, gazing at the Great Pyramid, a riddle in stone. No clear link to Khufu, no tomb treasures, just precision, hidden spaces, and echoes of a deeper past. I'm convinced the builders, whether Egyptians or a lost civilization, knew secrets we've barely touched. The Sphinx's erosion, Orion's alignment, and uncanny craftsmanship point to a history vast and ancient. Yet doors stay shut, scans are stalled, and questions linger. What's behind Gantenbrink's door? What fills that 2017 void? I dream of answers, tools, records, or proof of a people time erased. We can't stop here. The pyramid challenges us to rethink human potential, to imagine a world where ancients mastered stone, stars, and maybe more. I believe the truth's buried, not lost, waiting for bold explorers to dig. Egypt's sands hold a saga bigger than Pharaoh's, and I'm all in for uncovering it. You've journeyed with me through mysteries and cover-ups, now, let's demand transparency. The Great Pyramid isn't just a wonder, it's a wake-up call. History's alive, and it's ours to claim. Stay curious, keep questioning, and let's chase the past together.